subscribe. Thank you.
Ho, ho, hi, kid. So, about Santa.
Oh, no!
You may understandably assume that he's a well-organized person.
Not again!
After all, Christmas comes at the same time every year. So by now you would think he would have what you would call a established routine.
How could he lose the elves this time?
On the positive side, Green Bear,
Wait,
he didn't lose the reindeer this time. Bucky, the yellow-nosed reindeer!
has a very amber glow.
And previously Santa lost him.
And we had to send out a search party.
And it looked like Santa would be grounded. And we found him, but not before a lot of panicking.
Ho, ho, ho.
Link in description to see the chaos that was Santa's lost reindeer.
But there are like 1,000,000 elves.
1,000,000 elves!
How do you lose elves?
In a card game? Santa would never. In the laundry? They're not socks. In a pickle jar.
Yeah, let's go look in yours still.
Yup. While those two are on a wild goose chase, let us go deep into Santa's lost elves because we are the kind of people who save the day. Yeah, we are. Which is why this book belongs to you and me and the KidTime family. And Santa is already looking. Don't worry, Santa. We are on our way to help. Ooh, but first, a special message just for us KidTime Storytimers. Merry Christmas from Rachel, the writer. Merry Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas. Santa sat by himself. Not a creature was stirring, not even an elf. Now, call me crazy. Crazy! But doesn't Santa look way too relaxed, considering this is literally the busiest night of his year? Oh, you simply can't lose focus on the day of the show. Agreed, Olivia the Ostrich.
Well, you know what they say.
Actually, I don't, Fuchsia Fish. What do they say?
If you don't mind the minnows lose their minds.
Oh, so deep! I have no idea what that means. Back to the North Pole. It was strange. It was quiet when unusually loud. Santa had many elves and they made a large crowd. There was always much laughing, yeah, and music, dung, 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 and song, rocking out the jingle bells. But today, all was quiet, so something was wrong. Santa went out to search. He looked high, he looked low, but no elves were around. Where did they go? He knew elves loved to play in the cold winter snow, and they loved making snowmen and snowballs to throw, and they loved to play hockey and cold winter sports. They loved sledding and skiing and building snow forts, 'cause the cold never bothered them anyway. The elves left in the morning, in dawn's early light. They all planned to be back for their big Christmas flight.
No! You can't leave the workshop on Christmas Eve! These elves are clearly breaking protocol!
Everyone knows there's no ski trip on Christmas Eve. If you're an elf, or someone who cannot ski without probably getting herself hurt, and I'm not going to name any names, but you don't see me reading from the top of a ski slope, do you?
I have no idea what all that means.
Me neither. They went up to the mountains to play and have fun. They were just wrapping up, but they tried one last run. Kid, I've got to tell you that whenever you hear a character, whether it's in a book or in a TV show or in a film, say, one last run. Or one last ride. Or one last job. They're toast. Burnt toast. Oh, but right now everything's all joy and fun and frolicking. Woohoo! It's my fastest time yet. I'm going up again. And there's that guy who I connect with. Riding high on the ski lift, they saw lots of smoke. Then they heard a loud clang and a bang. Yikes, it broke. Their toast is burning. Their toast is burning. Santa finished his search and then scurried back home. First he had to think quick. Then he reached for his phone. Oh, good thing they have connectivity up there. And at this very moment, they heard a ring-a-dings. It was Santa just calling to ask a few things. Hey, That's a fun ringtone.
We're in crisis, Storyteller!
Okay. Hey, where did you go? And how long will you be? Will you get here in time to pack presents with me? Oh. But an elf then saw Santa's face on the display and called out,
We need help. We need help right away. We're stuck in the air, which is sort of unlucky. We need you and your sleigh and your best reindeer, Bucky.
Bucky, the yellow-nosed reindeer.
This is no time to sing. It's time to panic. Oh! Ah!
Meanwhile, this one is crying, and this one is panicking, and this one's definitely getting dizzy, and this one's trying to do some sort of a relaxing yoga situation up there, and this one cannot believe, and this one doesn't even want to look. Meanwhile, there's an actual family up here also wondering probably how they ended up with all of Santa's elves. Calling out to his crew and his fine leading buck, Santa shouted out loud, Hey, ho, 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 the elves are all stuck! Meanwhile, you can see that the elves are very busy getting ready for their pre-flight preparations. Things like shadow puppetry and origami and wrestling and the ever-important hot tubbing.
They're called reindeer games.
Santa hitched up the sleigh and took off in a hurry, then went straight to the ski lift and shouted, Don't worry, we will get you all down. So just chill and sit tight. Did Santa just tell us to chill? Huh. You are in for a treat that involves a quick flight.
Yay! Woo! Oh, what a relief! What a sight for sore eyes. Is that the real Santa? I want to go on a ski lift and get stuck every year from now on.
I don't think we're ever going skiing again, kids. Santa's team went to work on the brave skyward mission and maneuvered the sleigh into rescue position. Once the sleigh was lined up, Santa rescued his crew and everyone else who was stuck up there too. And lucky for the elves, there is one reindeer for each one for a seat, and the humans get a VIP sleigh seat.
Man, they're so lucky.
All they had to do was be stuck with a group of panicking elves up on a ski lift for several hours at probably freezing temperatures. All the kids were excited to ride in the sleigh, and not one of them had to show Santa the way because he knows where you've been living. La, 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 la. Getting back to the workshop, they all packed the toys, then flew off to bring joy to the world's girls and boys. When they finished the task, they had flown round the world and were thrilled to be back where the snow whirled and twirled.
Ugh, I can't even.
Ugh, my aching antlers.
My hooves are overheating. I'm gonna sleep for 1,000 hours.
I need a spa day.
Just give me a direct cocoa IV drip, please.
After such a long day, Santa went straight to bed, where visions of Christmas swirled round in his head. And you may be wondering why, as is Mrs. Claus, who looks quite confused here, why they're all here sleeping in the same room. Because you and I know that these elves and reindeer all have their own individual cottages.
This is much better. Yeah, definitely.
It looks a little crowded.
But this way, Santa won't lose any more elves or any more reindeer. Yeah, and that way we can make sure that he'll never lose anything again.
Or won't he? No elves in my pickle jar!